What the fuck? Jeez, calm down there, potty mouth. Listen, when your joiner knives dull out and leave a bad finish on your work, what do? Do you just pop them out, toss them, go blow some money on new ones, put them in there? Well, you're a better person than me. I got a few tips and tricks to show you to stretch that dollar a little bit more. Come on, I'll show you. When your knives dull out just a little bit, they're not destroyed, but leaving a not so perfect finish on your work, not really worth popping out and replacing or sharpening. So get a little stone and give it a quick hone. Okay, very first thing you do, unplug it. Safety first. So I'll take this guard, move it out of my way, tie it up with a little string. That way I got room to work. Rotate your blade around till it locks in. Now, I don't take a heavy depth of cut. My in-feed shoe is 25 thousandths below the outfeed. I took a little bit of blue tape, took 5 strips of it, put it around my stone. That way I could protect and not actually stone the shoe, and I'm at the same level plane as the outfeed shoe and right at the top of the knife or blade. I call them joiner blades. I don't know, what's your opinion? Leave it in the comments. Are they knives or are they blades? Does it matter? Tomato, tomato. I'll take a little Sharpie and I'll mark across the top of it. That way I can get a visual of how much I've stoned off, and if there's a low spot, I can stone through it. A few couple passes, take a look. If it all looks good, all wells in the world, keep on working. But if you're a dumbass like me and you cut over staples and geez, if you hit a nail, those are trashed. All right, so we're gonna pop them out, and I got a jig I'm gonna show you how to make.
Two very boring minutes later.
All right, we're all going to learn how to be a dentist also. Take out your clamp bar, set it off to the side. And there's your joiner knife. I'm gonna rotate around so I can get the second one out. Now I've seen quite a few different styles of this online, how you can Amazon them anywhere between 20, 40, I've even seen them clear up to $100. And don't get me wrong, they're really nice jigs. They've got brass insert gibs and set screws from the side, and easy to pop them in, sharpen your blades. They look like they'll hold up very well, very comfortable in your hand. Honestly, I'm just going to go with a piece of pine. Scrap wood I got laying around the shop. I'm not spending any money on this. Obviously, the more durable hardwood you use, it'll be a lot better. It'll hold up longer over time, but to be honest, as much effort as I'm going to have putting into this, I've got plenty of scrap wood laying around the shop. I'll never need anything more than what I can make here. So if it wears out, so be it. I'll just make another one. Now, my joiner knives are 6 inches long. I'm going to cut this 12 inches long, and I'll show you why here after a bit. got the crosscut sled off and put my fence back on. Now I need to go and set my blade to 45 degrees. Okay, and then my height is going to go where my slots are going to go. I'm only going to go about half the width of the joiner blade. So those are 7/8. So half of that obviously being 4/37. I've got my caliper set for that. I'm gonna dial the saw blade back down. Obviously have this thing unplugged. Don't mess around with the power on. Be an idiot and lose your digits. The depth on that isn't too critical, but you gotta have room to work once you got this thing all clamped together. I'm gonna set my fence to a 1/2 inch away. Again, for my application, this isn't too critical, but I feel that the wider the better. You got more displacement to help keep it flat and square when you're honing. Where if the blades are too close together, there's a chance you could tip and whack too much off of one side than the other. I've got the fence taken back off, the blade kicked back to 90 degrees, and my crosscut jig put back on here. I made the original board twice the length of my joiner blades. That way I can cut them in half, because now I need to cut this piece out of this and this piece out of that, and they will mate together. There's what I needed. Might seem like a lot of waste, but I'm sure I can make something out of that. I'll throw it in the massively growing pile of shit that I don't need. Alright, now I got the other piece. Got my router table set up. I need to mill this notch out. This thing's kind of a piece of shit though. Do you guys remember my video when I made this? I need you guys to go back and make some comments like, hey, dummy, don't put that here. Make it better, think it through, do it right the first time. I'll appreciate it. Maybe the algorithms will appreciate it too and not push this kind of dumb shit work. It's something I'm going to do on my next project that's going to incorporate a lot better concept for my router table. But, fuck it, we're here. Let's do it. Now I got the shoe of that milled out. You see right there in the corner, right there I left just enough of a land for the joiner blade to sit, and then this is cleared out along the bottom, and here's for the other one, take insert, put it on top. Now, we need to clamp that together. I have these little dual thread screw inserts. It's an aggressive wood thread on the outside with a 1/4-20 thread through the middle, so that I can put a socket head cap screw in it and clamp all that together. I've already got these marked out. Head up to the drill press, knock out the clamp holes for these. Alright, I got these inserts screwed in. I went ahead off camera and drilled 1/4 inch holes. They're here in the same location. Forgot to show you that. when I was up top doing these, but you get it. So grab my screws, some washers on them. Come through there. Screw them into the insert. Okay. Now, you see what's happening here? I've just got a little clamp on the top. So, take your joiner blade, slide it in there, make sure it's sitting square on that little shelf. Like so. The other blade, obviously making sure that the correct angle is out the right way. That goes in the other way. Alright, now that the blades are clamped in there, get you something known and flat. I got a piece of granite top here. I use this to sharpen all my chisels and my lathe gouges and everything else that I need flat. If you don't have anything, I know for a fact that you got a joiner. Your shoe is flat enough for this. Go through the ranges of sandpaper, abrasive paper that you wish. If there's a big notch, got a huge knock out here, go pretty aggressive with it. If not, you'll be here all day. Go up through whatever ranges you prefer. Razor sharp edge. Just put it on there, pulling it back and forth a few times. Look at your Sharpie lines. Got any low spots, keep going. When it looks good to you, you can go ahead and take this back out and I'll show you the next step. After doing aggressive honing, okay, on the opposite side of your angle, you always have a burr that kicks up. So take your blade out of the fixture, flip it upside down, run it over your abrasive paper a few times, knock that burr off. Now you got the dangerously sharp edge that you're after. Just be careful. Now, let's get it back in the joiner. Now, go through here and look at your seat, clean it up real good, make sure there's no burrs, no dirt, none of that stuff. Take your blades, gently set them down in there. All right, then you take your clamp, lay it on there, line your screw holes up and put them all in. I'm going to leave that loose for now. After I put the second blade in, I need to adjust to make sure that I'm perfectly flat with the outfeed shoe. Okay, the reason that I left the clamp loose, I need to be able to slide and adjust the blade to make sure that it's parallel to your outfeed shoe. If you haven't, look into these Shopfox parallel blade setters. They're worth their weight in gold. I had a really good friend of mine just give them to me to use. Yeah, they're great. I highly suggest investing in them. Only about 25 bucks. They got little magnets on the back of them. Okay, you're going to stick these two on your blade itself and then hold these flat on the outfeed shoe. All right, now with the parallels and the magnet stuck to the blade, go to your front adjustments here and move them up and down until you are parallel. And then once that's in place, then you'll go back through and tighten up these back clamps. Okay, the blades are bolted in and tight, parallel, flat, everything looks good in my world. So nothing more to do now than to do a test cut and see what happens. Absolutely beautiful. there you have it. A very simple, quick and easy jig to make to sharpen your joiner blades and save some money. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Go buy another set of blades, have them sharp, have them sitting on hand while you're working. When they dull out, you can just pop them out, put the new ones in there and keep working. Save on downtime, sharpen your blades whenever you get a chance, have them sitting on hand whenever they're ready. And why not? Make this 12 inches long and do one for your planer too. Anyway, if you like what you've seen and possibly learned something, awesome. Leave me some comments. Let me know what to work on next. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.